Hi everyone, welcome back to Newegg TV. My name is Paul, here to bring you a special unboxing and overview of this new video card from GigaByte. This is the NVIDIA GeForce GTX 680. So first off, here is a closer look at the box, just to point out some of the high-level features of the card. It is PCI Express revision 3.0 compatible, of course also DirectX 11 compatible. This is a reference card which gives you 2048 megabytes or 2 gigabytes of GDDR5 memory. This is a GeForce GTX 680. And here are a few more specs. That memory is GDDR5. It operates on a 256-bit interface. You get an HDMI connector as well. And here on the back of the box, a bit more of information. I'm not going to go over anything, but the GPU in here is based on the 28 nanometer GCN architecture. And let's take a look at the video card. Now, the GTX 600 series has been anticipated for quite some time. The code name of this whole series of GPUs is Kepler, and the GTX 680 here uses the GK104 core GPU in it. Here in the box, you get a GigaByte Real Graphics True Gaming driver installation disk with the latest drivers for this video card. You will definitely want to keep your drivers up to date, so check the GigaByte or the NVIDIA site once a day if you're getting this card to see if there's new drivers, because those are going to increase the performance as well as the compatibility of this video card. Also, here you get a graphics card quick guide, just a basic graphics card installation stuff right there. Also in the box, there's a couple adapters. This card uses two 6-pin PCI Express adapters, and just pop that out right there. So this will give you a couple Molex to 6-pin plugs. It's recommended to use a power supply that has at minimum 550 watts of power for one of these cards, and I would also recommend getting a newer power supply that has PCI Express connectors. And here's a look at our first GTX 680 video card here in the Newegg TV studios. Very nice. It's got a black plastic shroud over the top of it. It's got some GigaByte logoing there on the front, what I only can assume are lightsabers going across the middle there. It uses a blower style fan here over on the right side of the card, and it has an enclosed shroud covering, as you can see, the entire card. So it's going to be pushing air primarily out the back of the card there, as you can see the exhaust on the PCI bracket. And it's got a little bit more of a gap here on this end where some more air can escape. And yeah, there you have it. Now, some other information I wanted to share about the GPU, which you can't really see necessarily, but it is located right there underneath that X pattern. With the GK104 GPU that's included with the 680 here, you get 1,536 CUDA cores. You get 2 gigabytes of DDR5, a 2 gigabyte DDR5 memory buffer, I should say. The GPU there has a 1006 megahertz core clock and what is called a boost clock, similar to the turbo boost technology you see in CPUs. It can actually boost by default from 1006 megahertz to 1058 megahertz, and it's going to do that actively based on the load that's on the graphics card itself. The memory is clocked at 1.5 gigahertz, and it operates on a 256-bit interface. Also, total power draw of this card is 195 watts, so that's your TDP. Yeah, as I've been rambling on, I've been showing you the card, but I haven't been telling you what's what. So down here at this end, you can see your power requirements. You only need two 6-pin PCI Express power connectors for that to fit within that 195 watt TDP. Here at the bottom is your PCI Express connector. It is PCI Express Generation 3 compatible, so physically the slot is the same. And speed-wise, you might get a slight performance boost if you have a native PCI Express Gen 3 motherboard, but it will be backwards compatible if you have PCI-E Generation 2 or 2.1, so no worries there. Here up at the top are these two little blue protective covers there that are covering your SLI adapters, so these cards are compatible with 2-card, 3-card, or 4-card SLI configurations. And then here on the end, you can see your actual display connectors. So let me just pop these caps off so you guys can take a closer look. You get 4 of them, and believe it or not, you can actually output all 4 of these to 4 different monitors. It actually is 3+1 displays, so you can do 3 monitor display surround, so you can have like a surround display using 3 monitors set up, and then you get 1 accessory monitor that you can also run at the same time. So you can have a 3-monitor surround display, and then you can pop another monitor up on top of it, for example, that you can use for basic stuff. That won't be 3D accelerated. for gaming, but you can, for instance, run your instant messenger or have email up there or websites or anything like that. So very nice. You can actually push 4 displays out of this single card. And just to go over our connectors, up here on the top you have a DVI-I connector. Below that you have a DVI-D connector. Only difference between the two is the bottom one has an analog output, top one does not. Both of those are dual link compatible, so they can push high resolution displays out of there. And then next to that you have an HDMI out and a DisplayPort out. And before I close, did want to do a quick measurement here because this card is not that long, especially for a new generation video card. As you can see, it measures just a hair or two over 10 inches in length, so it should fit in most existing gaming rig setups, and that is very nice to have that compatibility. And that's going to wrap it up for this video. Once again, this has been the GIGABYTE NVIDIA GeForce GTX 680 video card, the first video card to be released in the 600 series of graphics cards from NVIDIA, codenamed Kepler. I'm Paul with Newegg TV. If you enjoyed today's video, please head over to our Newegg YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe for more tech videos. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you next time.